She is finally here. Hey, it's your boy Freshy Fletch, and I'm back with another video. I am so excited. Roana has been revealed. She looks like a crazy ML unit. I think she has some really good qualities about her. The design is amazing, and I went over my thoughts for you in this video. If you like this style of video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the video. Hey, this is it, boys. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Yo, I think they were late on the release. She should have came out this morning. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, that S3 animation though. Oh, that looks sick. That looks sick. Finally, ML Roana has been revealed. Not released, revealed. Requiem Roana, she's a dark mage. I usually skip past the intro and stuff. We just get straight to the stats here. All right, Dark Mage. Her health, yeah, not really as high as well, I mean, she's a mage or whatever. Speed's kind of slow, but you kind of expect that from Roana. She got some decent amount of defense. She has some effectiveness. Huh. I wonder if she's going to be some type of debuffer. Let me hear what he says. Let's see what he says about her. Let's just listen to this really quick.
Is a 5-star dark elemental mage. She has high effectiveness. And
Yeah, effectiveness and an effectiveness imprint concentration too. All right, first skill.
Skill 2.
Oh, this is her skill 2. So I think this was a passive based on the icon for it. So it's called Boundless Obsession. Reduces the effect of combat readiness. Increased provided by speed by 50%. I'm gonna have to reread that, but let me continue. At the start of the foremost ally's turn, except for the caster, increase combat readiness of the caster by 70%, up to looks like 100, and then can only be activated once per turn. So wait a second. Reduces the effect of combat readiness increase provided by speed. What does that mean? Okay, so she's obviously like slowing down CR boosts, but what is a CR boost that's provided by speed? Combat readiness increase provided by speed. Okay. At the start of the foremost allied turn, except for the caster, increases the combat readiness of the caster by 70%. So when the person in the front row goes, it increases Roana's CR. So she like boosts herself up when your ally in the front row takes a turn. Like you put Rand in the front row, he goes first, he has 3s, Roana pushes up after that. At least that's how I took it.
Reduces the effect of combat readiness increases provided by speed.
He also says by speed here. Yeah. Trying to figure that out. Alright, let's see what happens here. So they have
readiness of the caster by up to 100%.
So they have Leica going. Okay, so she's getting pushed up. Okay.
Once per turn. Skill 3, Eternal Lament.
Eternal Lament attacks all enemies with a horde of illusions, increasing cooldowns by 1 turn and decreasing combat readiness by 30%. Cannot trigger a critical hit, penetrates the target's defense. Increases damage dealt every time the skill is used and can stack up to 3 times. Okay. All right. So there's a couple things going on with this skill. This is her skill 3 here. AoE skill increases cooldown. So think of like Lua or something like that, and decreases combat readiness. So like, I don't know, Flan or Pirate Captain or Flan or whatever that decrease combat readiness. Cannot trigger a critical hit. So that's interesting. So it looks like this is not a damage based character maybe, or is she cannot trigger a critical hit and penetrates target's defense. So I think that's similar to like Last Rider Crow, right? So it's going to do a huge AoE, penetrates defense, no crit, and it ramps up. That's what it looks like to me, and then also decreases CR. And so that's, I don't know, I don't want to make a rash judgment really quick, but she's seeming more like a cleave character to me from what I can see so far. Here, let's go here to her skill animation.
Increases damage dealt every time the skill is used and can stack up to 3 times.
All right. Damage was not that impressive. What is she on? She has 15k health right now. So I mean, they did build her a little tanky, that's for sure. Um, Everybody got decreased combat readiness except for I guess the people who got increased because of their passives, right? Hmm. Doesn't crit. Did 10k to Arrow, but so yeah, we have to keep in mind there is escort up here, so that's gonna affect the damage a lot. So I think without escort, you could look at maybe like 5 or Aureus, maybe about 5k each, which isn't bad if you're in a speed matchup. Like if you're doing speed versus speed, you pick Ran, you go first. He has threes. Now their defense broken. She follows up because of her passive, and then S3 is their team, pushes them back. I think that could be pretty strong. The damage, even though it looks low here, I don't think it's as bad. I don't think it's all that bad. But obviously in a bruiser matchup, it's probably not going to be very impactful there.
Skill 1.
All right. So Touch Darkness attacks the enemy with magic, has a 65% chance to decrease defense. Decrease defense on S1, right? Cannot trigger a critical hit. So she doesn't crit. So I'm thinking like, what artifacts do you want for someone that doesn't crit on a mage, right? Because she can't use the serious artifact, which would kind of be busted. So cannot trigger a critical hit, and it deals additional damage based to the caster's attack. So what that means is I think that it does the initial damage, and then on top of that, it'll do an additional proc, which will go through things like Sylvan Sage Vivian's passive. It'll do that extra damage there. Kayron, if he has a buffable, the initial hit won't kill him still, but because of this, the additional damage will kill them. And it looks like the defense break chance goes up to about 75%. So soul burn, I forgot to soul burn, 100% chance, and then the decreased defense is 2 turns.
Increases effect chance to 100% and decreases defense.
8k on defense broken. A Ravi, it's not really doing much damage. It's not really doing much damage, and she has attack buff. Yeah, for me, I mean, you're looking at like double that, you know, on a dedicated damage dealer. So it's kind of interesting. I might have to go back and relook at her skill set because I feel like I'm missing something, or I feel like she's missing something from her kit. But before that, oh, she doesn't come with an artifact. Okay. All right, let's just do a quick recap really quick because let me see. Quick recap. 108 speed, low health, all right attack, and pretty decent defense. Comes with effectiveness. Now, her S2 reduces the effect of combat readiness increase provided by speed. Listen, I'm a little bit confused what they mean when they say combat readiness increase provided by speed by 50%, because if that means what I think it means, so I'm just going to tell you what I think it is, but please leave in the comments and correct me, because what I'm thinking is so broken that it's not even fair. But from what I'm thinking, the combat readiness increase happens all the time, right? Like whenever people take their turn, their combat readiness is increasing based on their speed. So does that mean that everyone else on the, does it mean that everyone else on the opponent's team is slower? But it looks like it affects both your team and the opponent's team. Wow, I would need like 15 minutes and a guidebook or something just to like find out what this means. So I'm not going to go into it too much in this video. This is a first impressions video, so we'll just keep it moving there. I do like that at the start of the foremost ally's turn, except for the caster, it increases her combat readiness. It does push her up. She then goes into her S3 from there, which no, that's her S1. She goes into her S3, which penetrates defense. It does somewhat okay damage, nothing too crazy, but it does do damage. And then decreases their CR, which will allow the rest of your team to follow up. It also stacks, meaning that she may want to be using this multiple times in a fight. But from what I could tell, she wasn't all that tanky, at least not from the video. So, and the cooldown's 4 turns after Mola. And then for her S1, she's just going to be bopping people and decreasing defense. So, I think her skill set's okay. I think that she's a good bridge. And if for those of you that don't know, a bridge is a unit in usually a cleave composition that links your opener with the rest of your team. And I see that her being very good there. because when the opener goes, she'll go next. She'll push back their team. Your team goes. I feel like she'll do her job very well there. Reduces the effect of combat readiness increases provided by speed. That part confused me a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit early here, so maybe I'm not fully understanding. So I'm not sure how strong that is actually going to be. But I do know that she gets that CR boost every turn, which I think also is kind of strong, which will allow her to cycle her skills pretty quickly. Another thing that I can't really think of what to do with this unit would be the artifact choice. I mean, obviously she's a mage, so book is something that all mages are using universally nowadays. But I don't know. I have to look through the artifact collection to see if there are any other things that might be good on her. Anyway, overall, I think that she looks really cool. I really like the design of the unit. Her skill set does look unique, and I think that regardless of how her passive works, that she will have a spot in the meta. I feel like yeah, she if nothing else. If nothing else, she's a decent bridge unit that can work in cleave teams like when they don't have politics, right? So overall, that's my initial thoughts. Oh, she just gets stuns out the gate. That's my initial thought here. If you have any additional thoughts, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you understand what that passive means, please let me know. And then also, if you could think of a good artifact, leave that down there as well. I appreciate everyone watching. And if you like the style of video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And to see more videos by me in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.